their first matchup against the Browns. Can Cleveland do it again? Find out next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And he goes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A first carry now. This is Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd and 2, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Webster. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Collins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped.
Touchdown, Browns! Chris Olave. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Craig, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down. It's Craig. We'll get this up to about the 44.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Craig. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Craig. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. Caught on the slant. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Cook. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive. offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more?
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Scoring on a sneak from the yard out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot in the box, breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Prescott's throw caught by Olave. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Browns have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Miami coming out for their second drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They run the counter. It's Craig. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Put the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Craig. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Prescott going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Eluding the pressure right. A little juke. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Prescott on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Prescott got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Craig. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Got his man. It's Williams.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On second down now, it's Craig, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Craig.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back to throw now on first down.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On second down, Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. This is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Craig, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Prescott. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Prescott looks to throw on first. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Prescott from the gun. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And a lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami set to take over. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it into the...
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Taken down at the 42. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
2nd and 11.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Their season ends here. A tough